So in today's video, you're gonna learn wall balls, sled, rope, nutrition. You're not gonna wanna miss this one.
I've never done anything like this. Actually, I've never seen this as an exercise ever.
I think I've just unlocked a whole bit of time on my sled. These are the reasons why you wanna train with the best. Today, I'm going to be learning from one of the best hybrid athletes in the world. He's going to give me a full masterclass on warm-up exercises, specific techniques, and all the secret sauce that's going to take me to the World Championships. We've got a day training with one of the best hybrid athletes in the world, Jake Dearden. So we're here at the BPN gym, and now Jake is going to coach me through pretty much one of his standard sessions today. So, you know, not only am I going to go through what he typically goes through, but at times he's going to show me things that will really help me in my technique as I build up my speed during HYROX. So how are we breaking down this session right now?
So we're going to start off with a really specific warm-up where we're going to go a K ski and then a K row, and then we're going to go into some mobility and then like HYROX specific strength work. After that, I'm going to show you a little bit of technique, especially on the sled push, the sled pull, and then wall balls, and then we're going to get into a couple of workouts. So we're going to bring some intensity. We've got 2 workouts today, so it's going to be a fun day.
Fuck yeah. All right, let's see how I can hold up against Jake Dearden. John has been working with Jake for years. He's an unbelievable coach and specialises in hybrid athletes.
We move through a full range, but it's kind of like catch and pull. We're releasing here, the arms follow through and then they come back up. You're kind of holding onto that pressure down here, which is a little bit of an uncomfortable position for the posterior, and we don't really want to burn that out in a HYROX race, for example, because you've got to go and run. So it's almost like, think of the window being a little bit shorter. We call it the power window on the ski erg, yeah? So it's like, we catch, we start the momentum, we go, we release, and we're back to the top.
So do you try and put more emphasis on making sure you're essentially putting more power through the first, or this section? So
it's like catch.
Yeah.
We have got some tension and we're moving down. Yeah. But then we're really putting the effort in the area where physically, my mechanics, I'm not very strong up here. Yeah. I'm a bit stronger here, and I'm not very strong down here. So I want to do that work here to here. Yeah. We still move through that full range, but there's really thinking about that being the work.
Fuck.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then we kind of recoil and we come back in.
Fuck, dude.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, bro.
Balance, stability, and hip rotation. We're going to be standing on one leg. This is just a really good introduction to this, because we've got something that we can see and feel. We're going to drive, we're going to steer the wheel, so to speak. First of all, we want to get into this kind of ballerina stance. Arms are straight. I'm feeling like I'm probably just a little bit more front foot than back foot, and I'm going to turn the plate, but from my hip.
Wow.
And then I'm going to turn the plate, sorry, if you come over from my hip.
See this glute is doing all the work, so that's what's actually turning. Is his glute, so his outside glute. Yeah. Is the one that's like actually turning the joint. When we're in this position now, drop this hip right down, keep the knee, and then open, 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 open. That's perfect. We don't need any further, so we're going to drop the hip. We're going to open. Perfect. Drop. Come on, drop it, drop it. And you see that's fucking hard, right?
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Now what I'm seeing as a coach, so if you're like, John, how can I get faster? How can I be more effective? How can I be less injured?
Yeah.
Get better at balancing on one leg. Running is literally jumping and landing from one leg to the other for hours with your full body weight. It's a legit like strength test, right? And you've 100% got some room for improvement on your balance. So I'm like, what does that mean? If we're getting more balance, what does that mean to his running? And it will mean that you can run faster and further, for sure. Yeah? Let's go again.
So already I've noticed, like, coach has taken us through some workouts, and put aside fitness, there's just massive rooms to gain just from having the right muscles being engaged and stronger. Like, you already noticed comparably between Jake and myself, the stability I have in terms of my issues. He's just done this over and over again. You can see why he's such a good runner. But like, even that just shows me the instability and how much that has an effect on performance.
So we're going to do a little bit of sled push now. A lot of people get the technique slightly wrong with a sled push. So you see some people, they're pushing like this. This is super inefficient. This is also super inefficient because you're tensing up muscles that don't need to be tensed. When we're doing HYROX, we want our body through the sled and we want our forearms rested on the actual sled poles. A lot of people, they're pushing it like this. Again, that's putting pressure on the bicep and that's going to be sore. If it's sore, you're not going to move it efficiently. What we need maximum surface area, so we need to get as much forearm as possible. So palms of the hand facing forward. You want to wrap round like this, and then from here we're going to drive with the legs. Sticky sled, yeah, it is sticky sled. 45 pounds, and they're really thick. So, wow! At the moment we've got 150k on that.
Holy shit! I've been doing one technique on the sled push my whole time. There's just one difference already. Just felt much more efficient. Didn't have to waste much time. Your weight's forward. These are the reasons why you want to train with the best.
So like, just rather than being that just slight bend, just literally like fully straight and relaxed.
So
Yeah,
we're leaning
lats, all lats, no biceps, all lats. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yes, chef.
That's it. Right, we're gonna just do a little bit.
With the wall ball, it's super important to keep everything nice and tucked. You see a lot of people, they hold the wall ball and one, they're holding it like that, they're not underneath it, which is just wasting energy. And then when they squat down, they come in like that. Now you're gonna get no reps. You wanna stay nice and upright, elbows tucked.
Think about your 3 points of contact. Right hand, left hand. Calories on ski.
Yeah.
20 meter burpee board jump. Start a new round on 2 minutes. Start a new round on 4. On 6. We're going to do 5 rounds. It's a 10-minute workout.
Tell you what, I'm going for the fastest chef ever to do HYROX. How about that?
So, last workout, it's going to be a partner workout. Myself and Dan, we're going to do it together. Everything's split evenly. We've got a 1,000 meter row, straight into 50 meter sled push, 1,000 meter ski, 50 meter sled pull, and then finishing with 100 wall balls. And that's just for time, as fast as we can do it. Just split everything down the middle, and then we'll cool down on the bikes.
89, 100.
As we were talking about before, you know, preparation is key, not just before a session but straight after as well, making sure you know what you're going to have. So you've got some carbs in your drink, yep. I've got some electrolytes and water and then just a banana. But this is just allowing our energy stores to recover straight away. And the other thing that's super important that we're doing is planning your cool down as well. A lot of people go into the gym, they slam an intense workout and then they've got to go straight off to work, and they're not cooling down properly. So that lactate that you built up doing that heavy sled push or whatever it is still there and it's still damaging your muscles. So that's why you have more DOMs the next day. If you have more muscle soreness the next day. If you just spend a bit of time cooling down, then you're not going to be as sore, and then you can train more. So it's all about preparing yourself for the next day and making sure you're stronger.
Do you want me to show you do it first? Are you just going straight in?
I'm just going to raw dog it.
Fucking yeah. Get it, Tom.
You ready? You ready?
Oh!
What are you saying?
I feel like he's been watching some of my videos and he's like, I reckon DC's going to ask me that. Is that true?
I have been watching some videos. When talking about whole foods versus if it fits your macros, how important do you think it is that most of your food comes from whole foods? Or is there some elements of your life where convenience is better and you just need to get the macros in, even if it's ready-made protein shakes, even if it's, you know, something quick and it suits your macronutrients, but it's just very processed.
Like, if you don't have calories as an athlete, you're not benefiting the workout you've just done.
Yeah.
And that is crucial. You've put all this workout in, whether it be a bike, you've just done a tempo session, you finish your session, you're depleting, and all of a sudden you go to atrophy and you're like, that's the worst thing you want to be happening.
Yeah.
Right?
Preparation is key.
Mate. That's why every Sunday night I write out what I'm doing, because for me it allows me to go, all right, if I finish my meeting here, I've got my workout here, I either have to have my meal here, like I either have to bring my meal, or I know there's like a sweet green around the corner that I can go to.
That's another thing I see as from an athlete going from good to great is it's another lifestyle thing. Like planning is a lifestyle gain and something that you need to think about, whereas a lot of athletes that are okay just focus on the training and that's it. They don't focus on the recovery, they don't focus on their planning and the preparation, which nutrition is a massive part of that.
3 best tips, I'd say, firstly, plan. So like know when your workouts are and where you're gonna be when they finish. Definitely the big one I've always talked about is removing fat around your workout, so the carbs and protein you can get there. The biggest thing is I look at is if you have fat, treat fat like a semi-trailer going through a tunnel, and carbohydrates and protein as small cars. If you take on fat, it will just slow everything else to get to where it needs to. So that's the second one. And then I'd say the third one is, as an athlete, like meal timing is actually crucial. So, you know, people say like eating the same, you can eat, look at the amount of food I have versus Jake has, and Jake does more than me, but I will make sure that if I was looking after him, the when he eats is just as important as how he eats. Whereas someone like me, who's, well actually not me, but someone who's less active, the whole food side of things is like, you don't have to be as crucial around your workouts because you're trying to get well-being and nutrition for your day. So as an athlete, meal timing is probably the third one. Yeah, they kind of go hand in hand. There you go.
Oh, look at that.
Class.
Check that.
Cool.
That is actually unbelievable. Do you know what? This is my first breakfast taco.
What?
First ever one. That's incredible.
Breakfast? That's amazing.
Perfect timing, bro. Perfect timing, my guy.
I'm ready for some calories.
Yeah, dude. Come and get it, man. Come and get it. All right, team. That was it. That was a full day of both eating strategy and also HYROX simulation with the man, Jake Dearden. So if you guys love what you learned today from this and his coach, you want to go check out his YouTube, and of course you've probably seen him on his Instagram. Dude, thanks for letting us hang out.
No, thank you. Honestly, it's been
Appreciate
amazing. Thank you.
We'll
I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for all the tips.
Always, bro.
Well,
Back at ya. Sub 60. This guy's going to go sub 220 in Houston. Send it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Thank you, bro.
See you, bro.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.